Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023. Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Burrow now off the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A solid pickup there by Mixon, and when he's running it this way, the Cincinnati offense takes on an extra dimension. They love to run the football and shut people down with Mixon carrying the load.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Shifts by him. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brent.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that, and how historic would that.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now it's Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. This a 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb fighting through, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Watson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A beautiful fake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Watson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incomplete. Got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And they'll accept that penalty. Here's Burrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
More graded high on the scale with speed, hands, and route running ability entering the 2021 draft, but had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected. It sure looks like they made the right decision there.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this down to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Mixon. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Jones on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
On 1, ready?
From the gun to give to Mixon. Shreds the tackle. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And that flag accepted. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Short throw to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They run for it with Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dalvin Tomlinson never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, they run with Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. But Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle. Didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Browns getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. He'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To the air again, Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, good move. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Browns on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, is going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Chubb running right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Elijah Moore from 3 yards out. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Cleveland offense making their way out. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 64 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. They run it again with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Now it's Watson. This complete to David Bell. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
York able to send this one through.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 23-20, 34 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
To throw, Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. A final shot now for Burrow.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cleveland, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.